You know, we all want to make smart financial decisions, but let's be honest, most of us learn money lessons the hard way. Joining us today is financial expert Mark Lampkin. He has over 33 years of experience helping families prepare for their retirement and navigate major financial decisions. He joins us in studio with more. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me as always. Great to be here.
You know, a lot of people have made a lot of mistakes in their days, you know?
I've seen them all. 33 years, I've seen them all.
I know. So what would you say is the biggest financial planning mistake that people make?
You know, I think, after 33 years, I can literally say I've seen people spend more time spending their retirement vacation or retirement party than they do their entire 30-year retirement.
Oh my
right?
gosh,
so
yeah.
Everybody saves money or most people save money, put money in that 401k, and they put money in their brokerage account, but they really don't have that action plan. Where am I going to get my paycheck when I retire? Because when you're working, that check doesn't bounce up and down, and when you're retired, it shouldn't. Mm-hmm. So I say every investor should have our 5 plans for a successful retirement. Most people don't. So make sure you do that. Just plan that retirement check. Yes,
and you know, you have to risk a little bit to make money, but you don't want to be too risky, right?
Yeah, this one's pretty important right now. I'm going to dig in a little deep, but like 4-year presidential term, first, second, third, fourth year. The second year, which we're in now, is usually the most risky, and it only averages about 4.6%. And the reason why, Elle, is midterms elections, as the market looks ahead, and the market doesn't know what's going to happen in November, right? So midterm elections, Fed term chairman, U.S.-Iran war, tariffs. We got all kinds of stuff going on. And trees don't grow to the sky. Yeah. Listen, the last 4 years we've had dessert for dinner with these market returns. It's not going to continue. So pause, tighten up that asset allocation. Look at these 5 successful retirement plans because it's plan over portfolio.
It is. And we also have to think ahead, too, because our favorite season, tax season, that always rolls around, too. And I feel like it sneaks up on people, and they're not prepared for that either.
You know, I said it before, and I'll say it again. The difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance is prison, right?
Yep.
So we're tax avoidance here on Great Day Live.
Yes.
So now's the time to meet with that accountant, take your last 2 years' taxes, and with this one big, beautiful bill, there are hundreds. In fact, I ChatGPT'd this on the way down. $1.3 billion left on the table 2 years ago. Whoa. 1.2 million people didn't file. 1.3 billion. So make sure you're filing. You're eligible for some money.
Yeah, again, to be proactive on that.
Absolutely.
And again, to really, I think this is like the theme of everything is be proactive, but also don't procrastinate either.
Man, procrastination has, I'll do it tomorrow, right? That's ruined more investment, more retirements than any bear market ever has. So there's never a perfect time to have a baby, never a perfect time to get married. There's never a perfect time to retire. But the big people say, when should I start retiring? And I say, number 1, it's 20 years ago. But number 2 is today, right? So don't procrastinate. I don't care where you're at in that life stage, start today.
Yes, it really hits on home too, because you know I graduated like 4 years ago from the University of Kentucky, and so I've been building up my 401k, have quite a bit in there for being 27 years old. But again, a lot of graduates, they don't teach you that in school. So what would you say is like the number 1 piece of advice that you would give to new graduates, the parents listening at home? What would you give them?
Well, number 1, I'm wearing my black and red. I'm going to call it that instead of your blue. But number 1, I'll say this is a proud dad moment. My daughter started about 6 years ago as a nurse at the NICU down at Norton's. And the number 1 thing I made her do was start that Roth 401k. And just like you, she's 6 years in and almost has 6 figures in that 401k because she started at 15%. If you're a poor college kid, and you're used to living on ramen noodles, right? When you get that first job, you're not going to miss 15% if you put it in right off the bat. You'll never miss it. Yep. And that's what she did, and she's been so successful. So again, start early. The stock market's a great wealth builder, but time is the 8th wonder of the world, so that money multiplier. So please start early.
We love compound interest.
8th wonder of the world.
So, I think a lot of this is really that time building assets. So you see so many things on social media nowadays about getting rich quick, but it's about patience, it's about preparation, and most importantly, don't procrastinate.
When I started in this business, I thought it was inheritances or people selling businesses and things like that. But when I was in my 20s, I started, right? And I realized it's week to week, month to month, Roth IRA, 401ks. I've seen more 401k millionaires than I've seen any other time.
Wow.
So it's a week at a time, a month at a time. And by the way, congratulations, you're doing fantastic on that 401k.
Thank you.
Not so much UK, but the 401k. I'm kidding.
Mark, you always have the best advice. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Thank you so much.
All right, to learn more, you can head on over to his website, lampkinwealth.com.
Wealth Wednesday on Great Day Live is sponsored by Lampkin Wealth Management.